Hey y'all, so this video is going to be a little different. If you've ever come across my channel, you would have noticed that I have been reviewing this recent season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And they recently had an episode with a certain dinner scene, and it was a little much. It was a little triggering for me, so I kind of just wanted to break down that dinner scene a little bit. And I know some people will be like, well, if it was triggering, why do you want to talk about it? Because I want to know if anyone saw some of the stuff that I saw in this dinner scene, okay? But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Just a little quick background. This is Chris and Nell Fletcher. They are on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we're starting to see more of their history and their background this season. And it's just a lot for this to be the first huge family gathering that we've seen from these two. It was just a lot. And honestly, I don't know if they need to continue filming their family on this TV show because it was just way too much. So we find out in this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville that Chris and Nell both came into the marriage together with one child apiece, and then they both had two children together. And in this dinner scene, one of the kids named Alexis, who is Chris's daughter, who he brought into the marriage, she was voicing some concerns that she had being a part of the family. And I felt like she was just completely dismissed, shunned, and nobody wanted to listen to what she had to say because they are like, she says this all the time, she says this all the time. And my thing is if y'all feel like she is always saying the same thing every time y'all get together and talk, then that means y'all are not listening to what it is that she is saying because you want to continue to dismiss her. And I just feel like a lot of people can kind of relate to Alexis in this scene, not because of what she was arguing about, but the fact that she just felt like she wasn't being heard. So I could be wrong, I could be right. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think, what you feel. Let me give you a little background of how the big blow up at the dinner started, because this video is about Alexis, Chris's biological daughter. This video is about her, but Nell was kind of chewing out everybody around the table. So it starts off they talking to Chris Jr. about how he went to jail and Nell had to take his dogs and pay $3,000 for all this medicine that the dogs needed. And he's like, well, since she won't give him the dogs back, he don't feel like he need to pay her no money. And she's like, if it were up to y'all dad, y'all wouldn't have nothing, because she said that she told Chris that she wanted to get them these nice ass cars, and Chris told her that they don't need the shit. And then the whole conversation flips because Alexis is like, well, y'all didn't get me no car. She's like, y'all didn't get me no car. I had to work my butt off all summer to get this car, yada yada. And Chris Fletcher, the dad here, he's like, no, we got you a car too. It was just like, a month later you had a whole different one. And she's like, because I got in an accident. Like, do y'all want to see the proof? And he's like, nah, you doing too much. But her mentioning the car kind of went down this anthill of her feeling like that she always got treated differently in the family versus all the other kids, and everybody else around the table was not trying to hear that shit. They was not trying to listen to her. They was not trying to hear her out because they're like, oh, she talk about this all the time, all the time, all the time. But like I said earlier, if y'all keep feeling like she talks about this shit all the time, it's because y'all not listening to her. She won't keep bringing it up if y'all just shut up and listen to her and y'all can get over it. But let's watch how bad it got.
These expensive ass cars that has been bought. Your dad was telling me not to buy y'all those cars. Y'all didn't need those things.
Well, why didn't y'all buy me one if y'all were buying them cars?
Because you're reckless.
How am I reckless?
She got a car.
No, I worked an entire summer and saved up $1,500 and I got a hoopty. That's how I got my first car. While y'all were driving BMWs and Mercedes.
You can move your finger to.
I was driving
You drove
a
your
1997
little expensive
Grand
ass
Am.
white car after I dropped $22,000.
What in the actual guys are acting like I'm insane. Are you kidding me?
Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, these are some rich kid problems. Y'all arguing about cars and shit? Like, for real? That was kind of my first reaction. But I don't know if y'all noticed how everybody kind of piled up on her as soon as she was like, "Oh, y'all got nice cars, and I had to get this hoopty, this, that, and the third." Because you heard the one cousin, "Oh, that's because you're reckless." Like, everything seems to be her fault, right? Everything is on Alexis. And granted, we ain't even getting to the meat and the bones yet of this confrontation. But you can just start seeing just from the very beginning how they like to gaslight her.
At one point of time, a large lump sum of money was given in not less than a month, you had another car. So that's why we were
I got
assuming.
into a car accident. Do you guys want the legal documentation?
No,
I got in a car accident with my hoopty,
you're going too far.
and then I got my car. I'm just saying, I've never gotten a car. Null and void. I got treated differently.
How did you get treated differently?
I've always gotten treated differently. Let's not open up that can of worms.
Well, we can open it up.
And if you listen carefully, Chris Jr. was like, "Man, you might as well let that shit go or don't start that shit up again." When Alexis said, "All I'm saying is that I got treated differently." All the siblings around that table, even the cousin Kiki, y'all all fucked up. Because all she needed was somebody to say, "Look, Alexis, we've heard you mention this a bunch of times before, but right now we really just don't want to get into it. We can agree to disagree, but right now let's just not get into it. Let's just enjoy dinner." Nobody said that. Instead, y'all all invalidated her experience and the things that she said, so she got the fuck up and she left. Like, I would have did the same shit. Y'all not gonna keep lying to my face, pissing on my foot and calling it rain.
Because
you never got treated. You never got treated differently.
I have gone years without talking to you guys because I
That
got
was
treated
your
so differently.
choice.
Your choice.
Yes,
When we
because of
reached
how,
out to you and you blocked all of us.
because of how y'all treated me.
You were in a different household and you chose to get mad about certain things, Lexi.
Anyone who's ever been gaslit knows that when someone tells you that you're choosing to feel a certain way about a situation that makes you uncomfortable or unhappy, when someone tells you that, that's very triggering because they're trying to invalidate your experience or how it is that whatever experience made you feel. And for her to say, "Oh, you grew up in a different household and chose to get mad about certain things," that's real fucked up because you can get raised in the same household and still feel like you got raised differently. Like, y'all crazy. But see, they're all spoiled brats. Every single one of them, including Alexis. They're all spoiled brats because Nell and Chris then handed them everything they wanted. But see, because they have been spoiled, Chris, Nell, and all the kids are like, "Well, Alexis, what are you complaining about? Y'all get everything y'all want. How dare you say that you've been treated differently?" Because everyone's experiences in life are different. But for them to sit there and be like, "Oh, don't start this shit again. You might as well let it go, let it go." I wouldn't want to break bread with none of y'all asses either because she don't feel heard. I would literally never ever sit and eat with y'all again after that shit. And mind you, that's not even the worst that's happened yet. We ain't even getting to the meat of the bones yet. It's just very disheartening. And like I said, they don't need to put this shit on TV because they have a lot of um unresolved issues that does not need to be on television because everybody knows that when there's a blended family or even when there's not a blended family, somebody's going to feel left the fuck out. But it's one of them things like, how dare you say that you felt left the fuck out? Because she did. If she said she felt like she was mistreated, then oh well. Maybe if y'all shut up and listen to her reasons, then y'all can get through it. But y'all just keep saying no, 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 no. That's not gonna fix nothing. And if she ever had kids, they might not see them because of this shit.
I don't know what this memory loss is that everyone's experiencing, but it's tragic because that never happened.
Let that go. Just let it go.
I don't have.
I let everything
say
go.
Lexi
That's
ain't
why I'm
feeling-
here. If I don't let
I'm just
everything
saying.
go with this family, I would not be here.
You do have this thing about just like, woe is me. You do.
I have a woe is me
You do.
thing.
You do. You most certainly do. You most
Because
certainly
I
do.
was not treated the same as you guys. I've never been around this family. I've never
Lexi,
been around this family. Like,
why are you lying?
when was the last time I saw you guys? November.
And that's what I mean. Y'all got her filming for this TV show so y'all can get a little extra something something in y'all pocket. And she's like, this shit is fake. I don't even see y'all. I don't even talk to y'all. So why am I sitting here right now? Like, but it's all for a bag, right? Y'all always want to do something for a bag. And if she ever have kids with her little pasta and lobster, they're not going to see them because of this scene. Like, I don't really think any of the other kids. That's why I'm really pissed at, because Chris and Nell, they probably been hearing this shit all their lives with Alexis. But I'm upset with the kids because the least y'all could do is be like, yeah, well, Alexis do got a little point, you know? Y'all could say something, but y'all hear Lance, you do have a woe is me attitude about you, and here go Kayla. Oh, you're choosing to feel like this, and here go Chris Jr. Just you might as well just let it go. Like, how does anyone feel supported when they get those type of comments when trying to express their frustrations? Like, y'all are fucked up. Especially for the sons like Chris Jr. and Lance, for them to have something to say when both of their asses got money problems, yeah, they need to shut the fuck up because his ass is going to jail and he want to be fighting about some big ass fucking dogs. And then Lance over here running out of money for his little company and he got to ask Chris and Nell for shit. But y'all are all worried about Alexis because she says she ain't been treated right. That is some ass hat backwards type shit. And I know they just trying to stay out of the line of fire when it comes to Nell. But somebody got to stick up for this girl or y'all not going to ever see her. I don't think they understand that or care.
Like, you guys were barely at my wedding.
Because I don't want.
Barely at my wedding.
And
Because you barely invited us. But we showed up. We showed up as a team. And we showed up and showed the out, Lexi. What do you mean?
Because you guys had an invitation.
we were barely on the damn invite
Yes,
list
you
because
guys
we were
were.
not talking.
Because she always blocking us.
Her,
How can we apologize for anything when you want to block us every time?
But why would you guys
How can we have a
apologize when you guys are now
conversation
saying there's nothing to apologize for?
We've all got into it. I ain't never blocked Chris, Kiki, Kayla. I've never
You
been
don't
blocked.
ever call me. We never have. We don't.
Don't you feel the same way?
I don't have a relationship with you,
Do I call you?
or you.
I used to reach out to you and stuff, and then when your wedding came around, you just did not invite me.
If you guys are gonna lie, I will leave.
you know what? Don't disrespect me at my table.
And with dynamics like this family, you can tell that it's a whole bunch of bandwagoning. Like, oh, well, Alexis is the only problem child, so let's all just gang up on her and leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? And it's never oh, well, I see what you mean. Here go Kiki. I stopped talking to you because you invite me to your wedding. And here go Lance. All of us have gotten into it and I never block. Bruh, that block button is for somebody's sanity, okay? Because what I noticed that this family does to Alexis is they ignore how she feels. And they could be doing that for everybody when specific, situations arise. But I know specifically for her that they ignore how she feels. And when she tries to express it, everybody is just like, here we go with this shit again. And instead of listening to what she has to say, it's a bunch of, Alexis, well, you did this, you did this, and this is why we ain't talk to you, or this is why you ain't talk to us. Never we can agree to disagree, but I still want you around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they give up too easily. Family gives up way too easily on each other nowadays. And it's just, it's fucked up. And now y'all want to put this shit on TV? Y'all want to put this shit on TV? No. No, thank you. I don't want it. Send it back.
I'm not gonna do this.
Bye.
Well,
Bye.
Bye.
You guys are.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all can kiss my ass.
Well, kiss mine.
Kiss my ass.
This is exactly why your ass ain't never.
Bye.
Make sure you block me. Bitch.
Laughing my ass off. Say less. You're blocked. You're blocked before I even get to the car. Since y'all think this shit's so funny. And what they don't understand, and like I said, it's these kids that I'm more upset at, because when the parents not there no more, it's only gonna be them kids together. And they gonna be sick if they don't have her around. And like she said, she wouldn't be around the family unless she swallowed her pride and did certain shit. Because it's like 5, 6 of them against her by herself. And then you wonder why she got up and stormed away because y'all don't listen. That was a whole bunch of rejection. And all she wanted was for somebody to come back and follow her and be like, nah, it's okay, we're gonna figure this out. And Chris tried to do that shit, but he wasn't trying to take accountability for the things that she was saying to him either. So at this point, it's just too much. It's just too much. This family is nothing but a whole bunch of gaslighters. And I feel for Alexis. I really do. I feel so bad for her because there's so many dynamics like that. Like, she, I guess, is considered the black sheep, and they just feel like she got a problem with everything, right? And the rest of them are cool with just submitting and letting Aunt Nell or Nell just talk to them any type of way or whatever. But because she's like, no, I'm gonna put my foot down because I feel like I have been mistreated growing up. Now everybody want to hush her, they want to silence her, and then y'all wonder why she don't fucking talk to you. Like, don't piss me off because now y'all just playing stupid.
I cannot believe her.
How can you not believe it? This always happens all the time.
It do happen
Every time.
This is why I told your ass don't bring her.
It happens at most of the dinners. I mean, as much that we've done for her.
She comes here, sees stuff, and she wants what everybody else has. It doesn't work like that. It's not fair. Like, I could have reached around this table and smacked her ass.
And then basically what was left of this scene was the rest of the family talking shit about her, and then Alexis and Chris arguing back and forth about the whole car situation and how she feels like she has been treated and raised differently, and how he wasn't around for her until she turned 28. And then as soon as she said that shit, he was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Like, now you lying. And this is what I'm saying. Y'all keep invalidating her experiences because y'all fucked up at some point. That's not fair. And I'm not going to lie and say that her delivery was 100% because I don't think it was. It wasn't completely respectful. It wasn't nothing like that. But I feel like it got disrespectful towards the end because they, like she said, if I'm gonna sit here and y'all gonna be lying to me, then I'm gonna get the fuck up and I'm gonna leave. And obviously they was lying about some shit that they don't want to admit to, which is cool, which is fine. Leave this shit off of TV. There's too many dynamics like this, and nobody wants to take accountability. And Nell treats them kids like they are literally the daycare kids that she been dealing with for the past 30 years. Like, for real. She do that with her kids. She do that with the regular cast members of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it's too much. And I'm not saying that Nell is a bad lady. I'm just saying none of them know how to communicate with each other. And for she and Chris to be counselors, and this the type of way y'all talk to your kids, I wouldn't need y'all counseling me, not even a little bit. And I ain't even disappointed in Chris and Nell like that. I'm disappointed in those siblings, bruh. Because if it were any of them in her shoes, they would want somebody to stick up for her. She had to go get her a little pasta and lobster so somebody could be on her side because y'all don't listen. Ain't nothing wrong with pasta and lobster, but at the same time, it's like, do you honestly think that she would rather have him on her side or her dad or her siblings or her stepmom, her family? Like, y'all failed her. Y'all really failed her. And, I do hope that they can figure out all their issues, but outside of the show. Like, people do not need to be seeing this. Like, everyone likes a little bit of dysfunction, but nah, because you can obviously tell that they not going to just do this shit for a check. Maybe the other kids will, but Alexa's not going to do this. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Even if you didn't enjoy this video, make sure you dislike, share, comment, and subscribe. But I'm going to see y'all in the next one.